What's good, family? Welcome back to the Betting Exchange live on MSG. We are recovering from a long betting weekend, and we are still ready to lock in with you and make our bets. Katie Box, John Henson, Jeff Johnson with you, ready for another week. How are we feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. John, how are you?
I'm feeling great. Good games on tonight. A lot of good sports action this week and coming up. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I did go to my first Yankees game this weekend, and the Yankees did win, and I saw a grand slam. So you're welcome, New York.
Yeah, they're probably going to need you for the other 70-plus so games to make sure that everything's on the up and
Eric can be the Rangers' good luck charm. I will go ahead and I'll be the Yankees.
Exactly. Definitely got to tap into you for all the NBA knowledge and tap in Vegas for our friend Minty Bets to make sense of all of this crazy betting action going on. Minty, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling okay. I had a very brutal betting weekend, but this is the day we bounce back and make some money because I need it.
I'm right there with you. Trust me. Like, we got to shake this up. Something's got to give.
Something's got to give, so we might as well start right now and talk about the NBA Conference Finals. So the Warriors were up 3-0 against the Mavericks in that series with a win last night, which means we're heading into Game 4. We've got the Miami Heat taking on the Boston Celtics today. They're up in that series 2-1. Boston fighting for their lives. They don't want to go back to Miami, down 3-1. So within these first 3 games of both conferences, we got a lot to talk about. Is there anything, Jeff, let's start with you, interesting storyline-wise that has your attention right now?
Oh, man, the ascension of Andrew Wiggins. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. The efficiency could always be better, but it doesn't really matter because this is somebody who was a former #1 pick. People wanted to throw the bust label around. I think he's the perfect example of right environment maximizes your skill set and your opportunity and how high your ceiling can go. He's in a position right now where he's playing some of the best defense of his career, and he's like a certified 16-plus point scorer for the Warriors, like as if they needed any more, right? And even more interesting than that is just the rise of guys like Jordan Poole, Kevon Looney, Andrew Wiggins, players that people didn't factor into the equation originally of the Warriors. So now that they're here and they're playing on that next level of playoff basketball, they look like that same unbeatable juggernaut. Like, imagine if they had this Wiggins and not Harrison Barnes in 2015.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things that I think about when I think about some of those similarities to the old teams. But this guy has been someone who's been as reliable, especially his work on the boards, where they're playing small ball in a sense, 6'7", 6'8". That's probably the tallest guy that they'll have out there for their death lineups. He's hitting the boards. He's getting offensive putbacks, playing lockdown defense. Like, this is a guy who, all-star. It felt like he had to keep proving his worth throughout the whole year. Right. And now he's showing in the playoffs that confidence that the coaching staff and the players had in him is paying off. And they just look even scarier than you could have even imagined at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, I mean, he's big on defense, too, though. You notice anytime Luka came in, he came in. Luka came out, Wiggins came out.
It's like Kawhi and LeBron, like early Kawhi and LeBron.
He's completing that big 3 that, the Warriors kind of coveted. So, I'm happy for him, man.
What about you, John? You know a little bit more about the NBA than we do. Any storyline?
I'm going to welcome Bam Adebayo to the playoffs.
Okay. I like it.
He's been struggling a little bit. He's been very quiet in the postseason. Jimmy Butler is playing at an all-time high. Bam is only averaging 15 points and 7 rebounds in the postseason.
Yep.
And he's a 20-10 guy.
Yep.
He had 31 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, added in 4 steals. Kind of saved them, right, at the end of the game.
Oh, yeah.
And with Jimmy out, and hopefully he's playing tonight and he'll be healthy, I think Bam is going to build off this mini slump, and he's going to turn the right way and do what he has to do, especially with Tyler Herro out. They need him to play at a high level.
Exactly.
They do. I mean, they definitely needed him with Butler out and Herro out as well, and he did step up in a big way. Now, I've been making money on fading him a little bit in this series, so I hope he has a good game, but, might be fading him again
Even
tonight.
when you see the way he rose up in that game, it's almost been like the Celtics didn't have to game plan for him because he hasn't been Bam Adebayo.
Yep.
I know my pocket's been hurt a little bit because I had faith early on, and it didn't cash in until now, right? So if he can be that player, and arise for them now, then the Heat are well set.
He has to be assertive and aggressive, and I think the Heat are primed for a finals run if he can do that.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Minty, anything you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at all these injuries. I mean, it's always so disheartening when you see such talented players get hurt on the court. They worked their butts off to make it this far, and for it to end right here, or for them to have limited participation after getting to where they are now, it's just so frustrating, I'm sure. So although I'm rooting for Miami, I'm rooting for a full force matchup and for everyone to do what they've been known to do and for a good game. So yeah, hopefully these injuries, there are no more and everyone gets better.
Yeah, absolutely. The East is just ravaged right now with injuries. I feel like the Warriors are probably the healthiest team right now, which usually bodes well. Yes, I know, knock on wood. Knock on literally every day. But what I find the most interesting is that the NBA is not happy with the Dallas Mavericks right now. They have been fined up to $175,000 for bench decorum violations. And most, I think specifically, was wearing white on purpose on the sidelines, trying to confuse the Warriors who are wearing white. Steph Curry accidentally passed to the sideline over there. What do you think of this?
I actually, played for J. Kidd. He loves bench energy.
Okay.
He loves people on the bench getting up, cheering their teammates on, helping their teammates out.
Yeah.
I think J. Kidd is in the locker room like, don't worry about it, fellas. This is on me.
Yeah, Mark Cuban, too. He's like, it's cool.
Right.
Theo Pinson is earning his money. I'll put it to you like that. Like, that's a guy who played for the Knicks, and that type of bench energy where if you need a pick-me-up or somebody who's watching the game, another person, like a six-man really, that's on the bench, that type of energy is something that you need. And trust me, I'm sure Mark is going to send him a little NFT or some crypto on the side of what they're doing.
Right.
So I think they love that.
I do too. I actually kind of like it as well, even as a Warriors fan. Next up, we're talking streaks and slide. Will they continue or not? Betting Exchange, MSG.